Hello and welcome to another episode of CRT Sound System. We've got episode 88 and we're here to talk about Snowboard Kids. Here with Reese as always. Reese, how are you?
Incredible, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing very fantastic, thanks. Looking forward to listening to some snowboarding music. We've got two guests with us this week. So I'm going to introduce our returning guest first, which is Zed. Zed, how are you?
Hello, I'm Autonomous Zed, and I'm unattended, and I'm alone on a snowboard. Mountain, help.
Oh no, we have to save Zed. Hi Zed,
Save
thank
Zed.
you so
Hello.
much. I love having Zed on.
It's a pleasure to be
Indeed.
back.
Absolutely. And Zed has brought a friend. Robo, how are you?
Did any of you guys see the Steve Freed Yeti around? I've been hearing reports, and
Was that
And
he wasn't the one selling snowboards to kids?
no, he's far scarier. I've been out here with binoculars, and I
Do
that
not
him?
buy
No.
snowboards from the Yeti.
That's what you buy. That's how you buy skis. So you buy skis from the Yeti and snowboards from the dog. I guess.
Heavy quote snowboards from the Yeti.
So yeah, as I said, we're talking about Snowboard Kids. I don't know anything about Snowboard Kids actually, so I'm going to need one of you to give me a quick rundown on what Snowboard Kids is.
Well, Robo?
I'm going to call out Robo for that one.
Yeah.
Snowboard Kids is the greatest racing game on the N64. No question
Okay.
for me. It
Yeah.
kicks Mario Kart 64's ass. In comparison.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, that's a bold statement.
It's bold but true. Mario Kart didn't get good until Wii. Anyway.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I kind of agree with you, but yeah, go on.
I don't want to leave it on ragging them. But Snowboard Kids is a simple arcade racing game with 6 to 9 characters you can possibly play as, 6 kids, 3 unlockable depending on how far you get in the story, and you're just going downhill, launching snowballs that turn kids into snowmen, launching icicles that freeze them in place, dropping giant wash pans on their heads, haunting them with ghosts. The whole shebang. And it
normal
is
time on the
beautiful.
slopes.
Don't forget about stealing their money as well.
Steal their money.
Steal your opponent's money for a quick treat.
It's messed up because one of the characters is super crazy rich. I don't know why she needs the money.
Mm-hmm.
One of the levels is literally her gigantic mansion, and you're riding down all the hallways down into her farm, into this giant stadium of applauding people until you hit the ski lift and go all the way back up.
Like all rich people, they don't need the money, but the reason they're rich is because they keep stealing it from people. So
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
The rich get richer.
Uh,
The base mechanic of it is like it is just snowboarding. Like you start at the top of a hill and you go to the bottom of the hill, and then shoot everyone, or like race the fastest, and you can do tricks if hopping off of slopes and what have you. And then it has this unique mechanic where once you get to the bottom of the lift, once you get to the bottom of the hill, there's a ski lift, and it's a mad scramble because you all share physical space as you get to the ski lift. So even if you're first, some asshole could shoot you, you fall over, and then someone will sneak in front of you to the ski lift, and they'll be first going up the hill. And then so you temporarily lose your first place, even though you were first place coming down the hill. And you do that about three laps.
You'll get on the ski lift, and then it's frozen for like 3 seconds as like the person is getting onto their chair and starts going up the hill. So everyone's just like slamming into each other. Ow, damn,
yeah, it's just children too. So you just hear children going, ow, oh, ow. And it's, I don't know.
Child brawl at the ski lift, everybody. Let's film it and play banger music.
That's right.
So I noticed that from the cover of Snowboard Kids, all of these kids have something terribly wrong with their nose.
How do you mean?
It seems like, I don't know. I'm loath to describe it without sounding problematic.
It's, do you know what? I think it's very European in a way. Like it's got the very sort of Asterix and Obelix kind of look to it.
Yeah.
Where everybody's just got bulbous eyes and nose and facial features, and it's games. Character designs don't really look like this anymore. There was a time
No.
where you could get away with this, but now every anime character has to look exactly the same. So you don't get like a fun stylized sort of characters like you do in this anymore. But yeah, it is certainly one of the things that will jump out at you if you're looking at like screenshots of this games or even just the cover. But yeah, it's
Oh, it's got
like-
yeah, that art style is super cool. Like I think that's
it's-
probably what gravitated me towards it. I'm not sure about you, Robo. Like seeing that that in the rental store and like going, "Oh, what a fun cartoon game." And then it turns out it is just a fun cartoon game, more so the second one than the first one. Cuz like the second one starts to have just episodes that have little prologues at the beginning and ending, or like prologues and then like epilogues for each race, and they're just like diced out like episodes, like episode 1 meeting the characters, and then they're just having little it's like a little wacky shenanigans for like a quote like quote season. And yeah, no, it's it's part of the charm that got me. And boy, do you like you say like yeah, it's a shame that we lose this kind of character design in later years. And it's like, oh, let me tell you about that DS one. that the DS
No,
game. Yeah, absolutely.
we're trying to have fun for a bit before we talk about the DS game.
Yeah, it absolutely loses that. They sand off the edges of its charm.
yeah.
But you said European. Apparently, these kids are supposed to be Canadian, from what I
Okay,
found out
interesting.
reading the manual for the first time this year.
But the manual is cool actually because there's a lot of really cool drawings in them as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's I was just sort of leafing through the manual, just looking at the pictures more than anything else, and yeah, there's just like a lot of really cool little drawings. It's very very expressive, in a way that you don't really get anymore, unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, even at the time, like I can't think of many things that did really have this kind of style to them. There was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of snowboarding games in particular for some reason around this time. I don't know what was in the water. It must have been the Winter Olympics in Nagano or something like that.
It was back when like newscasters would be like, "Oh, the climate's perfect. It's perfect climate weather. Don't worry about it. Nothing's ever gonna go wrong with the climate. Don't worry about it."
Well, at least we can snowboard in the apocalypse.
Absolutely. I mean, there was, I think, as history had ended, and there was more money to go on little trips and stuff. I feel like the snow vacation was, I think, a lot more palatable to people, and so you got games kind of coming out of that experience. I'd like to turn your attention to the chat to this guy. I think this is Jam, where
That's
he just
Jam.
straight up has like 2 bands of white on the tip of his nose, and I honestly don't know what to make of this guy. This guy is marching to the beat of his own drum in a way that I respect so fucking much.
He's a trickster type.
Oh, really? I mean, that's a trickster nose. It's like it's just like
Don't say
full
that.
traffic
Don't say
cone.
that. Don't say that.
No, I swear it's in the manual.
Good old Jam
This
jars.
guy. it's got a very Parappa the Rapper vibe to it.
It is
Yeah.
like for the viewers at home or listeners at home. Yeah, I think he is probably the only African American character in the game.
Oh,
There's like 8 characters, 8
yeah,
humans.
like the true like Canada. There's only one black friend amongst a bunch of white kids.
Hey, to be fair, there's only one blue kid in the game as well.
That's true.
The demon.
It's true, and a penguin, and
Mm,
the dog.
diverse.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
the
dog.
the
charges way
dog.
too much.
Yeah, I do like the dog in the shop that just sells his snowboards.
Oh yeah, he's got the dumbest voice, right, Robo?
Thank you.
Come again. You don't have enough money. You don't have enough money.
So looking at it, like, is this a game that had split screen multiplayer? I feel like it had to have.
Yes.
Oh,
It had 4-player split
Because
screen.
like,
let's
Yeah.
go.
because like that's the N64 for you right there, really, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
like no matter what you were playing, pretty much everybody who had an N64 has like 4-player. Whether it's Mario Kart or GoldenEye or whatever. Like playing those 4-player games in the N64 was one of the things that really made it special.
Oh man, yeah. Me and Robo live on. So it's like as goofy. Like we're best friends for like maybe 20 years now. And
my
as
God.
goofy as it is, like we live on the exact opposite coasts of Canada, like the
Oh,
exact
my.
opposite coast.
Wow.
And one of my favorite things we ever got to do was play Snowboard Kids 64 through Dolphin.
Oh, class.
Split screen, and that was I still remember that as like one of the funnest things we've ever done, like one of the funnest games we ever played, because we just shit talked each other the entire time.
Yeah.
But-
Call that a backflip? I'll show you a backflip.
Yeah, I just keep taunting and then like face plant right in front of the last lap, and then Robo would just slip right in there.
I do actually think that's an interesting aspect of it. Actually, is the fact that there's laps in a downhill racing.
Yeah,
Like you mentioned the sort of scramble for the ski lift, but like I'm watching a long play of it here in the background, and
Mhm.
and like it's interesting because you like normally obviously games that have laps are just sort of like a fairly straightforward circuit, but like actually having you to go all the way to the bottom and then take a ski lift back up is kind of a fun way to see that, and again, like if you have that little scramble at the end, it certainly makes things interesting.
Oh, absolutely.
In the first game, you can unlock a stage called Ninja Land. That's where the ninjas are, and the race will
The
go for
Canadian ninjas.
9 laps.
Oh my goodness.
And by the end of it, their version of banana peels are just rocks with a smiley face on it. It could be completely flooded with rocks over the course of 9 laps. It's oh, what garbage!
That does not sound fun, to be honest.
It's
Yeah,
fun
the
if you're
game-
first.
Yeah, the game is not made for 9 laps, I don't think.
Indeed. All right. I think we'll jump into the first block of tracks. So so the soundtracks for all of these games is done by Tomohiko Sato, Isao Kasai, and Sayuri Yamamoto. Unfortunately, I couldn't find out specific tracks for who did what, but Tomohiko Sato seems to be sort of the main guy. So we'll probably talk a little bit about like the people behind this in general, because there is very little about the specific composers, but that there's probably a little bit to talk about with the fact that the production company on this is Super Sweep. But yeah, so I've got 4 tracks from the first game. We've got Menu, Big Snowman, Sunset Rock, and Grass Valley. I mentioned you when we were listening to it, but that menu track is just like the platonic ideal of what you want from a menu. It's like just that sort of nice, relaxing, with a little bit of energy to it, and just some nice instrumentation. Love to hear it.
Oh yeah, like it's absolutely like like I was like we were over as we were listening to it, just like going nuts. That guy going nuts on the piano and just shredding is just like hot damn. Like you go for it, virtual man. You go
Play-
for it.
Playing for his life, and you know it's Mr. Dog. You know it's Mr. Dog on the keyboard.
Mr. Dog does, he doesn't just sell snowboards all day. He has to
Just yeah, he's moonlighting. His real passion is the keyboards.
All of his snowboard sales goes immediately into Yamaha keyboards.
Oh yeah, he's got a vintage collection, you know it.
Moog, get out of here. Casio, maybe. Yamaha, baby.
Yeah, no, I've just been sort of watching again. I mentioned I'm watching long plays, like, and I'm very upset at the amount of non-snow areas in this game. Like, there's just a lot of fields, which I don't feel like you could really snowboard on. But
it has a like it does just have a really incredible cartoon like I think like I mentioned earlier, just this incredible cartoon vibe and cartoon surrealism that really works in its favor.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the characters pop, the backgrounds pop, but like you don't get lost with them.
Yeah,
they're like everything is designed so well that like everything you can see, everything is visually you can see coming and like you can react to, but at the same time it's so pleasurable to the eyes. Like I have to hand it to the arts team for that. Like it's sorry,
especially on the N64 as well, because like and especially for racing games on the N64, like they were really really prone to having like a ton of fog and pop in on them, so like textures wouldn't appear until they were right on top of you. So like from that perspective, like this game seems to be like exceptionally well made, and it's just like really takes advantage of the N64 hardware. Like it's not like the most complex looking game, but I think the benefits from it because you're just getting this nice clean art style. The characters really stand out from the backgrounds. The backgrounds themselves are nice and distinct, and there's a really nice flavor to it. Like you don't often expect to find like different biomes in a snowboarding game. Usually it's just different, you get like forest or snowy forest, and that's about it, really. Like it's very different than if you're playing like SSX Tricky or whatever. And I know like there's some of the other ones like Dark Summit and even like 1080 sort of had like they'd have these like final stages that were like set in a volcano or something insane like that.
Yeah. Snowboard Kids says, heck that, we're going to have the wacky stages immediately.
Yeah.
You want a Halloween stage? You got it.
The problem that ends up coming in for these other games is that other than these wacky final stages, like the volcano, the most you get is like painted snow just to demark like, oh, this is this path, this goes up to a ramp, this goes to a grindable section. But it's all snow. It's still snow.
Yeah.
You only do so much.
This game needs a sequence where you get up out of bed, you downhill ride to the bathroom to get ready for work, continue to snowboard down, have breakfast, go further down, kiss your wife, and then you just like eject out into the mountain and start the race. It just needs to be like they live in a mountain that is perpetually downhill forever. That's my pitch for Super Snowboard Kids for Switch 2 and Steam.
Excellent.
Oh God, I wish it was on Steam.
That's funny that you mentioned that. There is a bit where you deliver papers to everyone in town, and you get to actually see where the majority of people live in town. Like they have their little approximation of houses and you're just like, this is my paper delivery service.
It's
Interesting.
amazing going down that track because you see like, okay, Slash lives in a house that looks like his head. Slash is
Yeah.
the one with the big black pointy hair. And then you go by Linda's house and it is larger than the town because it's the gigantic mansion. She's the rich girl and she has a gigantic stretch limo on the right side and 3 mailboxes.
You know, one for Ma, one for Pa that, you know, are never home. And she, you know, just walks around the mansion alone thinking about. But, you know, we don't have to worry about that.
I mean, you know, I said it's very European, and I do feel like it's very European if your house represents your personality.
What if you're a penguin and you just make it a penguin shape? Is that racist? I don't. You want to live in the penguin house, don't you? Oh, I mean, I was hoping for a regular house. Well, I mean, we've got one penguin house.
The kids mean well.
Nobody's wanted to live in it until this point because nobody's been a penguin. So,
I mean, we're in Canada. I don't know how you got here.
But yeah,
immigration is closed right now.
Oh no.
No, they're from versus our Soviet days. Yeah, the Cold War days.
Oh, okay, excellent.
Legacy
excellent.
Yeah. The penguin saw shit back then.
So the I mentioned before the first break just the composers briefly, and I suppose wanted to go back in that. Like they had none of them seem to have a lot of credits outside of Snowboard Kids. Tomohiko Sato seems to have the most, and they're like a Full Metal Alchemist game. And something called Busen or Bussen. I'm not quite sure. I really hope it's not Bussen.
Can we talk about that game on here?
The kids keep Busen around here. I don't know.
It's a wizardry.
I mean,
it's wizardry. Okay. You're the wizardry sicko, Reese, aren't you?
I am the wizardry sicko. It's true.
Yeah, that's
which
one of the Japanese
wizardry did he do?
One of the Japan only wizardry games.
Oh my god!
Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land. It was developed by the same developer. Okay, interesting. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, wizardry gets so stupid. Oh god, the PlayStation 2 wizardries. Oh my god.
Yeah, the one
I can't comment on wizardry. Like it's such fucking sicko stuff before it gets to this point. I do not have the RAM necessary to then parse the PS2 era stuff.
Yeah.
It gets really it really hit Japan like an ad. We can't talk about wizardry. I'm sorry.
No, let's talk about wizardry. Come on.
Sidebar.
Now you got me interested.
Get his ass.
Listen, it's to his credit. You know, this is a real one. This composer's a real one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, even just having those two on your CV seems pretty strong. The other guys then there's Isao, Kasai, and again all the same soundtracks. Two Saga games as well. Got some music on those, and then Sayuri Yamamoto is literally only the Snowboard Kids soundtrack, and that is it. There's nothing else.
I wrote my magnum opus. What do you want from me?
Yeah. Peace out.
Yeah. Then they put him in a coffin and threw him down the snow hill, and then
the Yeti got him.
Yeah, the Yeti got him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah.
I suppose I mentioned prior to this, and this is I think why I thought it was a Namco game for the longest time, is just the soundtrack is done, or the soundtrack is supervised, produced, I don't know what you want to call it, by Super Sweep, who are sort of like an offshoot of Namco's sound division. It's like Shinji Hosoe and Ayako Sasso and a couple of those guys that did start off at Namco doing all their soundtracks, but then they sort of went off and started their own company, and they produce a lot of soundtracks separate to Namco now. But like a lot of their original credits would have been on like Ridge Racer and Tekken and stuff like that. So like, yeah, it's always interesting to see that come up, because it's there's a couple of like creator owned like video game music companies like Sweep and Bass Escape, that come up a lot when I'm doing sort of research and when I'm just looking around at different soundtracks. And I don't really know what the culture is like for those kind of record labels. I don't know if you call them that, but like it is interesting that it's not something you really see outside of Japan, where you just have these bespoke video game music companies that just produce that. And like, obviously you've got companies that are doing like re-releases of soundtracks, but there doesn't seem to be people who are doing like production and stuff like that for new soundtracks as much.
Bass Escape, right? So I don't need both analog sticks for that. No,
different kind of escape.
Just making sure.
Oh yeah, they've got just as a complete aside, as I'm looking for the website, I've been reminded that the Tetris the Grandmaster 4 is coming out, and they're doing the soundtrack for that, which they've done the soundtracks for the previous games. And those Tetris games have fucking insane soundtracks.
Yeah.
But that is an entirely separate podcast.
And look, I mean, I know Robo keeps beating me in Tetris and Puyo Puyo every time we play, and we don't need to mention how much better they are.
Could you do that?
Oh, when you're this good, it's hard to pull back sometimes. I gotta let the master play.
Excellent. So the next block of tracks are going to be from Snowboard Kids Plus. So this is this just a PSX port essentially of the first game, or is it something more in between?
There are more characters. There are anime cutscenes. I think there's more of a story. There wasn't a story in the first game on N64. It was more just like, oh, you beat all the tracks. Now here's one more. Now here's another. Now here's
yeah.
So, but it's all in Japanese, so I don't know what the story is.
Fair enough. Looking at it, it seems more or less the same. But I just wasn't too sure, because like a lot of the tracks looked very similar. It's obviously got like slightly cleaner graphics, because PlayStation just has those slightly better polygons.
Yeah.
You don't get that weird haze that you get on N64 games, but I suppose the lack of 4-player multiplayer is probably going to be a major downfall if it doesn't have it.
I mean, you got to get your multi-tap that everyone has. Play Crash Bash and this.
The PlayStation sort of. I was somebody who had an N64, and I was never particularly jealous of the PlayStation, because mostly what I wanted to do was play GoldenEye 4-player with people.
Yeah.
I was like, you can keep your Final Fantasies and so forth. I've got GoldenEye and yeah.
You got
later Smash Brothers.
You got Quest 64. I mean, what else do you need?
I mean, yeah. I hesitate to say Quest 64 is a bad game, but it's certainly no Final Fantasy 7.
FF7 wishes.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, the only thing that I was ever jealous of was like, holy heck, like I was watching a Civi 11 video the other day, and it's like the first thing he talked about was like the N64 controller at the heat death of the universe, or like once our planet is cold and dead, the N64 will still be the worst controller for consoles. And I'm like, yeah, that thing is a hunk of junk. Holy hell!
I didn't dislike it at the time, but it's only gotten worse with age.
Yeah.
Like just as a design, as a concept, and as an execution, like everything about it is terrible.
I mean, trying to emulate the game too, like it's just kind of wonky and weird to like get it all mapped out properly.
Hey, I'm holding an N64 controller right now. I'm only mildly nauseous. All right, it's not that bad.
Press the L button and hold the Z button.
And yeah, that's interesting you mentioned that as well, because that's the one thing as well that I always hated when you like play N64 games on the GameCube or on anything else, like because it's such a stupidly unique layout. It's impossible to replicate on basically any other system. Like they try to do it with like the say like the using the C stick as C buttons, but it is not the same. Like whatever about the N64, the thing you can say for it is at least the games were designed to use that controller specifically, and those ones that really did were the best games on the system.
I can't remember what would use a D-pad. Like, I feel like so many games that I did enjoy ignored the D-pad altogether. Or
a lot of the time, it just duplicated what the C buttons were doing. I think. So like you could do like left-handed play if you were like if you were somebody who would do that.
But you still need to press the A. And
you still need to press the A and B buttons on the other side. I know. And I remember actually there was on GoldenEye and maybe a couple of other ones where you could like do like a twin stick if you had two controllers plugged in. Sorry, go on.
No, that's exactly what I was going to bring up. It sounds absolutely insane.
Yeah, and I've seen people make controllers that are like two N64 controllers literally stuck together, just for the use of like the twin sticks on something like GoldenEye.
It's like that one moment in Toy Story where like you see the toys Sid made, and they're just these awful abominations. Oh my god,
that's mad. Yeah. All right, so I reckon we'll jump into the next block of tracks here. So as I mentioned, all of these are from Snowboard Kids Plus. So first track we have is Opening, then we have Big Snowman again, we have Night Highway, then Grass Valley, and last track is Animal Land.
「
That last track was so fucking good. Sorry, I'm just
This is such a
I was just
fucking
fully in it.
banger
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Just
One of the very early episodes of Vigato Toe, the other podcast I happened to do, someone
world's
brought on
best.
a Snowboard Kids track, and when I was pushing Tom to start this podcast, a big motivation was that we weren't really going to keep doing music episodes, and I'm just like, I want more music episodes. And so I was like, well, what if there was just a music podcast? So I'm kind of glad that we're doing Snowboard Kids, because it's a little bit, there's a touch of going back
There's
to
some
the
lore.
roots for me personally.
excellent. I don't want to say that like those PlayStation versions are better, but it is really interesting, sort of in contrast, just so you can sort of hear those like the different samples and the different like. There's like a lot more tracks playing in the PlayStation version, because obviously they had access to CD audio, even if like the synths themselves are not necessarily like going to be better quality or anything, but just like the actual recording and the playback is that much better. Like I think like especially the sure, what was the name of it? The Grass Valley one, yeah, like that you could really hear just like the additional tracks that they put in, and just that sort of slightly cleaner synth sound and everything like that. It's just it really is a difference. I think I mentioned before, possibly on this podcast, just about the like the N64 just has very weird audio hardware, just because it shares its like audio processing with the GPU or the CPU or something like that. So like what you're doing in the game graphically can affect how much sort of access you have to the hardware for audio stuff as well. So like I'm not sure if it reduces the channels or reduces the quality or what, but like just the fact that like a more complex game on the N64 meant that you weren't able to sort of do more complex music. So like simpler looking games like this, I feel like benefited more from it, or even like say like F-Zero, which has like fucking kicking soundtrack, and also every texture is just completely, or sorry, like every polygon is completely untextured.
I was gonna mention. You mean Buck Bumble? And how it has like some of the most insane like
It's just
drum and
insane
beat.
jungle and drum and bass, and it's just like
and it looks awful.
looks like dog shit.
Does the rest of the Buck Bumble soundtrack also have that arresting quality, or are we just talking about the titular Buck Bumble?
The title
sounds?
theme is sort of the best one.
Yeah,
but, like,
the rest
the rest of the soundtrack has got some good shit on it as well. Like if you're
but it's all very
if you're into that
samey.
vibe.
Or sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it can be a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But the individual quality of the tracks is pretty good.
Yeah.
Just
don't play it.
Just don't play it. I just remember being stuck on like the first or second level in that for like an entire evening, having borrowed the game off somebody and just not being able to progress, and just hearing that same song just over and over. It was certainly yeah, just not a pleasant experience, or not a pleasant memory that I have for sure.
Like I'm gonna be in the throes of like I'm gonna be at like on my deathbed, and like the only thing that's ever gonna repeat in my brain is the Buck Bumble theme in the last hour.
Just your
Bum
brain.
to the bum, to the bum, to the bass, to the bum, to the boot, to the bumble. You mean that?
Yeah, and then, like my theoretical children are looking up at me, going like, "Oh, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what they mean. They just
maybe bum to the boo, to the boo, to the boo boo, bum to the bass." This song is so good. This is our Buck Bumble episode. Sorry for derailing it. I have such chaos energy today.
Nurse,
there's two things I want to do, and one is an entire episode where it's just the DK rap played repeatedly. And the other one is an entire episode where we played the Buck Bumble theme repeatedly. So.
All right, episode 100 and episode 500,
respectively. Yeah.
What did they mean by this?
Yeah, the so yeah, did either of you play the plus version sort of it is Japan only. I think you mentioned Robo. So like, have you ever just like imported it or just like fired it up on an emulator just to see how it compares to the N64 one?
I tinkered with it for a bit and fell off quickly because every menu was in gargantuan Japanese text, and I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So
Fair enough.
I planned to go back to it and, I don't know, hold up my phone and like Google Translate it to try and understand what's going on.
I put 120 hours into Monster Hunter Double Cross just by like holding up my phone to the screen for like trying to figure out what skills were and stuff like that. And eventually you just sort of like by muscle memory remember where everything is. And you learn to recognize a few characters that sort of crop up again and again. But like, yeah, I do remember just sort of sitting in front of my TV with the Google Translate thing on my phone, just trying to figure out how many which skill I was looking at.
I think this character means snow. It seems to pop up a lot.
So, yeah.
No, I do intend to go back to it and go through whatever story mode it has because I want to see what these new characters are. There's like a tanned up muscle man kind of character. There's someone that seems to be a rival to the rich girl. There's a ninja girl that wasn't anyone. A richer girl comes to town and steals all the snow.
The only thing worse than a rich person.
Another rich person.
A rich person.
Like, I absolutely love these games because it's stepping into a cartoon and it's everything I wanted as a kid. I loved these super deformed type is what I called it back in the day, because there's a fighting game called Flying Dragon. I don't know if any of you guys have played it.
Not heard of that. Go on.
And for whatever reason, the game features two different fighting games within it. One is like a kind of a standard not fighting arts type like virtual fighter kind of fighting game that it just sucks. But they also have a different version that they call SD mode, which is super deform mode.
Super deformed,
yeah, everyone is. I guess it's already a thing from Gundam, right? Where it's everyone's like
that's
got
the
big
main
heads.
thing I remember was the SD Gundam.
Yeah.
That feels oddly like offensive. Now that I think about it, this is the super deformed mode.
And 99% of my time is spent in super deformed mode because it was just more fun. The characters were more playful. There was more cartoony shit happening. They weren't afraid to just have a giant robot sumo wrestler launch himself across the screen like E Honda that I may have named myself after. And it is a crying shame that they gave up on this style for the DS game.
Oh my goodness, yeah. I hadn't looked into it until we were listening to the last block, and I just sort of opened up the Moby Games page for it and recoiled in horror. Just like it's not the ugliest looking thing in the world. It's just the most generic sort of everybody made to look like whatever sort of shonen anime you can think of from the era, like. And not like a good one. Like no. I'm talking some real dog shit, like fucking Shaman King or something like that.
You know, fighting Foodons. Everyone remembers fighting Foodons.
I feel like that's a reference only for you, Zed.
No, it's kids who watch Zed. Fox Kids for sure.
It's not just the design.
For Zed, I googled fighting Foodons, and I don't like it.
One of the main,
It's not just the generic designs. They look like 1,000 other DS game characters that came from Japan, but they also changed the personalities of the characters to just be kind of shittier. Characters that were kind of like Bart Simpson level of antagonistic, like Slash and Jam are like just jerks in the new one. They turned Tommy, my poor boy Tommy, that just wants a burger to have fun with his friends, into a massive jackass. And
look, sometimes you leave your old hometown, Robo, and then you find that everyone's grown up and changed, and it's just hard to get back into the old cliques, you know?
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Stop this aging thing.
I want to be a kid again. Like the only like boon that comes to it is Atlas decided to add Jack Frost and Black Frost to that game as unlockable characters, but it's not enough. I hate what these guys became.
Yeah.
Man.
Like it's just it's just like slimming down everything. Like I don't know, like at some point during like post 2000s, like when it just feels like that era of like everything has to look the same because this is what's marketable and this is what works versus that wild crazy era of like, creativity actually sells, well, we believe creativity sells, and it's like being able to make your own game with like 6 to 12 people was actually viable back then, and getting it out there. But then like as studio personnel increases, then like your budgets increase because of the personnel, and then the money people are like, well, it has to sell, so it has to look one way, versus having that the original soul and spirit of what you had before, or anything like that. Like No Clip's running. No Clip is currently at the time of this recording is doing their Disco Elysium stuff, and they're on their second episode. And there's a great point. There was a great bit in there where they were just talking about art and like how they're just like, yeah, we were just throwing stuff at the wall. We were just going hog wild with our art in that game. Because that was the thing that was selling the game the most. Like we were behind on projection on milestones, but the art really sold it for producers. And I was like, wow, that's you guys were very lucky, because that's usually not a thing that sells your game these days.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I mentioned when we were talking about it just how like I for whatever reason I associate the DS era with that for some reason, and I think part of that, and I've just realized, is the DS Castlevania, the first one, Dawn of Sorrow. I remember like the other one for the GBA, Araya of Sorrow, has like that really gorgeous Ayami Kojima artwork where it's like just all these wispy, beautiful Bishonen, and just like everybody's like all the art style of that is like it's so gothic, it's really really cool. And then like you go to Dawn of Sorrow, which a great game, like don't get me wrong, but like just the art style in that is just so much more generic. They took like the Soma's character design and just like sanded off all the edges. There's no like, I don't know, just it just lacks something, I don't know. And again, it's competent, it's good. There's like it just lacks a certain sort of artistic nature to it that I can't quite put my finger on.
An art department, who needs that? Get him out of here.
Yeah, and like Ayami Kojima's artwork is fucking gorgeous regardless. A lot of the stuff that she did for the Castlevania series over the years is just gorgeous. All right. So we'll finish that tangent. We're going to move on to Snowboard Kids 2.
Yeah.
What's different about Snowboard Kids 2? Is it very more or less direct sequel? Is there more characters, more stages, all that kind of stuff?
Snowboard Kids 2 is the best one. It brings in a story mode, brings in a new character in Wendy, who is the nerd, who in one stage shrinks everyone down. He's a nerd.
Wendy is a queen. Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Well, I mean, I did. But
tell me where Wendy.
If you beat her stage, there's a sequence where Tommy finds a big piece of cheese in a rat trap and nearly gets his head chopped off.
Okay. So Snowboard Kid 2, a little bit like Saw. Okay.
Just a little bit. This is you standing, Wendy, by the way.
Has she put a rocket on her snowboard?
She sure did.
So yes,
No.
she
Seems
introduces.
unsafe.
Yeah, so there's some new game mechanics too in the sequel, like that rocket, which are explained that Wendy introduces. There's also like instead of going through menus to choose which track you go to or what you're gonna do in character selects, there's a small hub world that you can walk around with and minimally interact with the other characters and see them like do their own thing. It's pretty cute. Like it's nothing crazy, but it's pretty cool. The save menu is a phone where I just assume you phone home and like are like, "Hey, mom and dad," or yeah, like I'm out here doing this. And yeah, there's not as many characters as the previous ones, but the ones that are there are very memorable because the cutscenes are. I recommend if you can't play the game, just like look at all the cutscenes for that game because they're very cute and adorable, and like it is just a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah.
Like you can play and you go through like different worlds, and like you go through like and their outfits change depending on the season, and that's always my favorite thing. So you get their summer fits, their Halloween fits, space fits. It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot more fun. And yeah, it's honestly the one I would if I had the insane amounts of money to own a cartridge these days, that's the one I would own. But you know, who who can afford retro
is that a
games?
particularly expensive cartridge?
I believe it wasn't. I want to say it's hard to find because I never see it in the wild as much as other 64 games, and
Everyone's
the
holding
time,
on to theirs.
yeah, yeah, essentially.
Like loose copies on price charting, about $70 for the. I guess the PAL version must have gotten a very low print run because that is nearly $400 loose.
Holy heck!
That's based on just a quick look at price charting, which obviously doesn't account for what it's actually sold for. But like that's just as an estimation of what it is sort of going to sell for. Like that is pretty wild.
I bless my lucky stars that when the rental place near my home, back where I used to live, went out of business, I was able to go in there and get this game from them for like $20, I think.
Jealous.
I was so happy. That was the only one I was like, please God, let them not have gotten rid of this one yet.
Yeah, I have a lot of games still in my collection from like closing down video stores. It was always a good way just to get cheap games.
Yeah, like I always it's just been emulator for me at this point because but I my favorite thing that I have to mention is like I never beat the game on original hardware. The time I beat the game was during a LAN party with my friends. We were setting up for the next game, and I just was like, I'm just gonna play some Snowboard Kids too while we set up for probably like Counter-Strike or something. I can't remember. And like I was just playing through it, and then I beat the final boss, and I'm like, I won. And I like look around to everyone and I'm like, hey everybody, I finally beat Snowboard Kids too. And it's like, what the hell's that? It's like 3 a.m. and we're just like, hopped up on sodas and pizza and just like, just the worst, not the worst.
Classic
the most
LAN party behavior.
Just the most beautiful people in the world, the most beautiful aromas, and yeah, and just going like, I did it! I finally beat Snowboard Kids too, and no one cared. I mean, rightfully so, but it was a victory for me.
No, I think everybody should care.
Thank you.
And good job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll
Indeed.
take my flowers. I'll bow.
I mean, that is classic LAN party behavior.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just like the one person who's just decided to go off and do their own thing.
We were taking
Like-
so long though. We were figuring out ports. It was so
Yeah.
stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been that person for sure. Where it's just like, oh well, while I love playing Doom, I have no social battery, and I am also so dysphoric I
Yeah.
can barely think.
Yep.
I'm gonna sit and just play the Super Nintendo someone brought.
Yeah, the one person who just decides to start playing Neverwinter Nights in the middle. I'm just rolling up a new character. Don't worry.
My name is
That-
Farmer.
Don't you want to play Civic again? No, God.
All right, so we'll jump into the next block of tracks. So I've just got 3 from Snowboard Kids 2 for now. So first track is just called Option. Then we have Sunny Mountain and Linda's Castle. really appreciate with these soundtracks just like how locked in they are. It's like just making these sort of really really cool vibes, and like the sunny mountain stage there, you hear that, and like even without ever really hearing it or knowing where it's from, you can be like, that is absolutely from the first stage of a racing game.
Yeah.
It's just and even like the option theme as well, like for as short as that was, it's just like you can it just really sort of locks in on what those sort of things should sound like somehow. And I don't know how people do that, frankly, because it seems like taking like an abstract concept and converting it into music is always just like a complete magic trick to me.
Like we were mentioning as we were listening, that options music is just one of my favorite tracks because it only shows up when you go to the options menu, which is just a black void with colorful text. So you're just like, you're removed from everything else and isolated, and like hearing it's so perfect for exactly that mood of like, we're removing you from the colorful cartoon world so you can tinker things, and then you throw the player back into the game, and it's just like this bright, colorful, bouncy music, and it's perfect. Like it really knows how to sell the mood of everything. Where you meet a penguin who apparently is your gym teacher.
Coach.
Yeah, you were telling me all about Linda anyway during the break as well. So like, she has her own castle, like that she can just build an entire snowboarding arena. I don't know what you'd call this, snowboarding arena. That's a stupid thing to say, Tom.
Yeah, she has a whole downhill. Yeah, she has a whole mountain in her backyard, I guess.
Yeah, just like oh, I can build a whole snowboard track here, like grand.
Yeah, there's a farm, and as Robo mentioned, a statue.
you jump a moat, you go through the dining room, you go through like 2 different hallways. They're just like filled with like expensive vases, and you go down into the garden where there's a giant statue of Linda.
But that's the thing, right? Like, you go through the mansion of the house, and then like you leave the mansion, and it's just this huge like farm / garden. It's just like it's just such a stark color palette change from like this like rosy brownish gold to like just lush greenery, and it's such a incredible contrast.
And when you get down to the bottom of the stage, there are just gigantic stadium rafters. What am I trying to say?
It's like it's a coliseum.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So there is an arena. Okay, I wasn't being silly. Okay.
There are so many more people there compared to any of the other stages.
All those 2-dimensional people cheering you on.
It's like, are these the people of Snowtown, or are these people that are these all her servants?
Yeah,
I could believe it.
And then you have to jump a moat again, which God, that I feel like on heart that moat is, if you get hit before you go over that moat, it's over. It's over.
If most of us have played Mario Kart, you understand, like when people get a lightning, people will save it for a certain part of the track. When first place like gets to a big jump or whatever, they'll get hit by lightning right then.
Yeah,
that's what you do in Snowboard Kids. Is that you will get a it's a washing pan item that when you use it, it drops a washing pan on every other player, and it flattens them and brings them straight to the ground. So if you get them during a jump, they'll just go down into the moat and be stuck for like 5 to 10 seconds.
Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, yeah. So like
evil.
A lot of those power-ups are incredible. Like like one's a parachute, and like it like you get hit and then you fly up in the air and then you slowly fall down, and it's just the most grueling thing imaginable. But the best part is like but you still have like a forward trajectory, only just. So like you can get it like just before you hit a ramp, and like a ramp into a place that into a pit that you have to get pulled out of.
You'll be in the air for like 20 seconds,
and all you're just seeing your demise. Yeah, you're just seeing the demise go like, just let's hurry this up already. uh, yeah, there's so many good weapons. I don't know if you remember. Oh, the snowman ability is pretty good. Where
If you hit someone with the snowman shootable attack, they will just turn into a snowman and you can't turn. You can't turn, you're just kind of like on rails forward, hoping that you're going to hit a wall and be able to restart where you're going.
That seems like classic comedy right there. This game seems like there's a lot of fun hijinks. I can see the love for it, like with this and the music. You know, it's one that was so off my radar, but it's just I haven't had a lot to say about it in this episode, but it's just like it's just like a snowman ability, and I'm just like, wow, that's fun. That's fun. I want to turn my enemy into a snowman.
You get to race a dinosaur.
What?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs aren't real.
Well,
you will believe.
they're giant and orange. They're not covered in feathers like those nerds tell you.
Play Snowboard Kids and you will believe.
One of the best aspects of the items is that you hit boxes in order to get your items, but you need like a certain amount of gold in order to get an item. You need 100 gold, which is easy enough to get. Every time you go off a jump, you can do a spin or a flip or whatever. It'll give you enough gold to get an item. But if you don't have enough money, or if someone hits you with the mouse item, which steals all your money in one go, and then you hit a box, you just like go flat against it because you don't have any money. It's like,
you just bonk, and then you just hit the ground, and then you have to pick yourself back up.
Go get money, fool.
Also, the dog runs those boxes. Like that, like we speak kindly about that dog, but that dog is like the biggest capitalist on that hill.
the Tom Nook of this game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't think we've been speaking that kindly about the dog. I think we've been implying a lot of evil with the dog.
There's definitely something sinister.
I don't know what you mean. You get to see the dog asleep and he's just dreaming about snowboards.
Oh yeah, he is.
All right. Yeah, we'll jump into the last block of track. So just 3 more from Snowboard Kids 2. We've got Starlight Highway, then Character Select, and Snowtown. Do Snowtown sounds like a fun place to live.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be careful. It's also in Canada, so you got to take the good with the bad.
The facts
many
of life.
So many avalanches.
The
Devastating
avalanches
us.
the avalanches took 3 last year. The mountain consumes all.
Unfortunately, it's where Justin Trudeau is from.
Oh.
Everyone's pounding on Linda's door. The snow's coming. Let us in. Oh my God. She turns off her security system, puts her legs up.
There's not enough snow cones for everybody. I can't let you in.
I can't press the button. I'm holding 2.
I would briefly like to talk about to ask if anybody here actually did a lot of snowboarding, or if that was an activity people enjoyed ever in their lives.
No, I was
Nope.
No,
Hard no for all.
No, my brother snowboards a lot, but when I was a kid, I tried for one winter. I went out a couple times, twisted my ankle. Probably the 3rd or 4th time, I was like, "This ain't for me." Unfortunately, I love snowboarding and its aesthetic so much, but I was a fat kid nerd. Wouldn't get nothing done.
Yeah, sorry, after you.
It just like I did a lot of skiing as a kid and as a teen, and like the 2 things that I could not really handle, like, about the idea of switching to snowboarding, because snowboarding was so much cooler. Like, if you were skiing, you might as well fucking beat the shit out of yourself and put yourself in the locker. But it was the fact it felt so much easier to slow down. Like, it was a much more understandable process to pizza, and then you French fry when you want to go fast, and then having both your feet on the one board. I just feel like I would break both my ankles immediately, being locked into that board. And I know that you're not welded into the board. It's just like, as a kid looking at the snowboard, I wasn't able to understand it. It was just a level of danger that was far beyond. But I enjoyed skiing, but it was always the snowboarders like zooming past me, and I would just have like the anime like star eyes face. It's like, wow.
Like where I grew up, like growing up in Saskatchewan, there are no hills, there are no mountains, there's nothing. It is just flat prairie. Just like, picture the Mongolian steeps, but more Canadian and less interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's tougher to snowboard when you're just standing stationary in the middle of the field, going like, "Well, this is it." Very meditative.
Like, like all we had was we had a for gym. We would do cross country skiing, and it was the worst. I hated it. It was like the most boring.
That sounds so stupid.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess maybe it's more. I don't know. I don't. Maybe there's something that makes sense versus walking in the snow, but it's like, why? I didn't. There's no point unless you could go down a hill, and then honestly, the better part of the experience, going up again on the ski lift.
Yeah. Frozen taught me you could die up there.
That was a very powerful movie. That was a very powerful location for me.
Indeed.
I think the association is like cross country skiing, kind of lame in comparison.
Oh, absolutely.
There's no gravity to it. You're putting all your own effort into it, and it just kind of sucks.
Snowboarding,
snowboarding, you have to have gravity take over and send you where it's going to send you, and you have to make sure you don't die. Gravity wants to kill you. You have to fight it.
Is that your professional opinion as a scientist?
That's what I'm known for. And you can put cool art on a snowboard. It's like skateboards.
Yeah.
There's tens of thousands of awesome artworks that you can put on a snowboard. On it, what are you gonna do for skis? It's a stick.
No, you put it together and then it slightly forms an eyeball, I guess. Like, you know what it was? I think I'm more than certain that the cross country skiing gym stuff was an excuse for our gym teacher to learn it themselves. Just it's like I want to take the time to learn a cross country ski, but I want to do it on the government's dime.
Respect that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll finish up with that actually. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Robo and Zed.
Yeah.
Do either of you have anything you want to plug, or just tell people where they can find you online, or anything of that nature? Let's say
yeah.
Zed go first.
Yeah. I have a link tree that I think you have. Yeah, and if you want to see my art, I've got it on Blue Sky. If you want to see my videos, I have that on YouTube under Zeddy's Roundup. And on my Twitch, if you go through my highlights, I have a full playthrough of Snowboard Kids 2. If you
awesome.
want to take a look at that. So
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So
were you at the LAN? Were you streaming from the LAN party?
No. This is maybe beginning of pandemic, so I got nothing better to do. Might as well stream Snowboard Kids 2.
Respectable.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm at Zombaholic on Blue Sky. Yeah, Zeddy's Roundup on YouTube, and Autonomous Zed on Twitch, which all very confusing. But someday I'll get the brand synergy under control.
Excellent. Robo, what do you got?
Honestly, I don't have that much of a digital footprint.
That's also fine.
I've made the occasional thing with Zed on Zeddy's Roundup, but eventually I plan to make some YouTube videos. But as it is right now, maybe I'll have some more. If I get asked back, I can plug it back.
Yeah, Robo's. If you want to hear me and Robo talk more, we have a Mega Man Legends playthrough we've done, and
we have a few episodes of one.
Yeah, and what was that Simpsons game we played? The water. Oh, right. Yeah, the Water World, the game that we played through together, with a few other friends. Which it's worth your time. It's a good fun.
The Super Nintendo one?
No, it's this game someone made on itch.io based on.
Oh, okay.
You remember in The Simpsons that they had that Waterworld the game, and Milhouse was like, 50 quarters, what a ripoff. And then he has to load the quarters.
I was just roasted about that last night. My partner was like, "Oh, you love that, don't you? That's you love Waterworld joke, don't you, oldie?"
I mean, sounds like she's right.
Yeah.
You're all about that.
Got your number.
She got my ass.
So yeah, you can check us both out. We're a good comedy duo, I like to imagine.
Well, the reviews haven't come in yet.
Don't show me the reviews.
Excellent. Reese, what you got going on?
Don't worry about me today. Yeah, you know my shit.
Links are in the show notes, as always.
Yeah.
Yeah, as for ourselves, you can support us on Patreon, CRT Sound System on there. Go on there if you want some bonus episodes. I've been really lax about bonus episodes and mini episodes this year, even though I promised myself last year that I'd do better. But I try to put them out when I can. But you can also get higher bitrate downloads. It also just helps support the show. If you can't be bothered doing that, also fine. Do give us a review. I feel like I'm supposed to tell people to review the show, and maybe they'll actually do it.
Give them 2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Review our show, or
Yeah, or else come on the show if you want to come on the show. Yeah, we like having new people. We like having old people. We like having people who just want to come and talk about their favorite video game soundtrack. Yeah, send me a DM on Blue Sky. Send me a DM on Discord. Send Reese a DM. Who knows? Maybe send Zed a DM.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm not doing nothing.
Yeah, so we'll jump out with the last track here, which is let me pull up my notes here again. No, that's the wrong note. It's just called Rookie Mountain, and I think that's from the first game. So
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
thank you Zed and Robo for joining us. Thank you Reese as always, and thank you
Thank you,
everyone for
Tom.
listening.
Thank
Have
you.
a good
Yeah,
night.
you know what? Thank you, Tom.
Yeah,
You're
you
welcome.
know, a rousing, audience, everybody, give a rousing applaud in your empty apartment for
Yeah,
Tom.
yeah.
Clapping, clapping. Coffee comes up.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you. Good
Bye.
night.